Welcome back to Daytona, and this is the third video of Winston Cup videos as well. As we're going to be doing to start, we have done for 97 and 99 and 75, we have some other like these. As we're going to be using for the number 66, this is where we're going to be using for some kind of other laps. In last time's video, we did an absolutely a great job around this track. But looks like we're going to be using for the number 66. We're not using for some kind of a using for a 93. As we're going to be doing for a such as very more time. Looks like we're going to be using for the Pontiac Grand Prix. And which is now we're going to be doing for anything as going to be doing for number 75. And looks like we're going to be doing for some more staff and really and ready to go. And looks like we're going to be doing such as one thing. Before we're going to be hit throughout for this fast. But looks like this is some kind of a little bit of mistake. And here we go around Daytona. And this is going to be such a very good break. And such is going to be 300 kilometers an hour. And looks like it's time to head out for the draft side. As we're going to be hitting around for some kind of unreliable static as well. So if we're going to be putting out for some kind of a replay broadcast. As the last time's video, we did an absolutely good as well. As we're going to be doing for up high as well. And the mouse cruiser is absolutely going to be does not doing as well. As I'm starting to keep on hitting the wall for our first time. And looks like the draft system did not work as well. As you can see that we're going to be hitting throughout for the draft line. Looks like we have counted for some laps. As we don't have any lap times since the game has updated. The lap times is absolutely going to be removed. And because of due to the situation copyright, that was absolutely kind of just unnecessary it was. So I'm just going to be using for some replay broadcast and see the car going around to move around. As blasting away for our, I need to choose the settings to clear of the depth of view. As we're going to be hitting throughout for 200 miles an hour, that we said absolutely going to be speed throughout for the inside and down into 301 kilometers an hour. As we're going to be right up here, as we're doing for a lot of the stuff as well, speeding throughout for, speaking of this one, as we're going to be speeding throughout for a few couple of laps. As we're doing for a top speed humor of 301 kilometers an hour. That was absolutely a great record for this one, as we're going to be hitting throughout for 300 miles an hour. It's not 300 miles an hour anymore, it was absolutely kilometers an hour. As we're going to be bumping draft into this one, because resulting of these penalties won't be absolutely enough for this one. As we're going to be doing for a top speed, and looks like the spectate system, another spectate system which is absolutely still works. And the main spectate system is always working at the same time, but the old spectate system has been removed, and some kind of a little bit of amounts of settings as well. As we're going to be hitting towards the top speed, and a lot of things we have been before like this one. And the lap has been complete, and it's time to get him back into the pits. But don't worry for this, I'm going to be trying for the number 66, as we're going to be doing for another video of a go, as for filled with some kind of other masses like itself. As you're going to be speeding throughout for 300 kilometers an hour, this should be going to be top speed of 301 kilometers an hour, which is the most fastest and high speed as well we're going to be doing such as whatsoever. As we're going to be doing for a very top speed of a various situation, as we're going to be getting onto the inside, down into the outside as well. And we're going to be getting down into the inside. Looks like we're here for a back in. I wonder that some other players might be able to join the game because contains BH reference that we should able to slow down. And I just turned off some kind of spectate mode, missed this one, and we're absolutely not going to be doing for somewhere else. As we're jumping out of the vehicle, and this vehicle might be able to get despawn. And looks like we're going to be using for the number 43. And we absolutely having for this a little bit for Pontiac Grand Prix. Looks like we're absolutely going to be doing for the SPT for the number 43. It's strip weathers. Maybe this is some kind of a little bit of perfect like this one. Looks like we're gonna be spawning for the number 97. Looks like we're absolutely gonna be more start and more things. We have everything to go, and looks like we have so many things. We have so many numbers, as we're gonna be doing a little bit of fast like this one. As we cannot able to spawn, we have some more parts against that we absolutely have for today. As we look onto the replay broadcast, it looks like this guy is going for all the way down. It's up here and down here. Onto the outside, this is absolutely going to be very cool whatsoever. Don't hit the yellow line, because it might able to result for some penalties for each time that we're going to be doing for absolutely top speed. And the lap times have never been added for this one, as we're going to be topping speed for this one for over 190 miles an hour. This is exactly, we're going to be heading down as 300 kilometers an hour, which means it's 190 miles an hour. Did not absolutely expect the air to reach for 200 miles an hour. That we should be able to get for a top speed of 300 kilometers an hour. Only for a little bit. Touching the yellow lane and receive 1 second penalty, which is absolutely going to be hitting towards for a 5-second penalty, which is absolutely for a terrible mention like this one. As we're hitting up into the outside, heading down into the inside, looks like as well in the Winston Cup Series. Now, this is absolutely kind of just a little bit necessary as well. And losing amount of speed does not enough, as we're going to be doing for a little bit much as no threat whatsoever that we're going to be doing for just this one time. As we're going to be feeling a little bit stressed about this going across the yellow lane, which is absolutely kind of just a little bit terrible. Whatever it is, let's get him back into the pits. And looks like we're going to be changing another one as well, as we're not looking up into speed, but looks like we have to decelerate it down as even possible to do like this. And looks like we're going to be doing to spawn in the number 36, as we're going to be doing for a number 36. We don't have anything for a little bit from number 41, and this is we have here for the Chevy Monte Carlo, as we're going to be doing for some kind of a big man as over here. So that was absolutely pretty good. Looks like another one is going to be the number 46, which is not McQueen as well. So I'm going to be doing for, so lower down the numbers, as we're going to be doing for a little for a number 50. Looks like this is going to be pretty cool, but I need to do something a little bit more. Yo, I'm going to be spawning for the number 77. Looks like we're ready to go, and looks like we have seen about this before. As we look onto this one, and looks like we are officially ready for this one. As you can see in the replay broadcast, the number 77 is absolutely going to be speeding throughout for 300 kilometers an hour. To take advantage for this one, as we're going to be heading up into this one as well. As unfortunately that we're going to be taking us away for just a little bit. But I'm sorry, this is some kind of a mistake for my connection. That was absolutely going to be pretty low, as down as possible. That I'm going to be using for some kind of one thing. Opportunity to get away from this one as we're heading down into this one. But how that is going to be my favorite will be 77. I really know how that I choose the right order that we're going to be doing for as well. I'm going to be using for the number 77 a various twice as well. And looks like even I just absolutely are crossing to touch the yellow lane for a 12-second penalty for each time. That was absolutely kind of just a little bit unreliable and stuff. Looks like it's going to be taking a few long steps and getting down here for this time. As you never seen about this before, as we're going to be doing for a top speed humor and reduce the video for under 15 minutes, as we're going to be doing for a little bit for once a time, as we're doing for a exact way that I'm pre-qualifying for myself down into the inside in turn number 3 and getting onto the outside, a little bit of the inside, touch the yellow lane, and exactly resulting for giving himself for a penalty. Looks like we're going to be doing for a such as more pretty extreme example. Looks like that we're going to be doing for a very much laps that we're winning for this battle instead of going for a yellow flag, will resulting for an anonymous race for something like else. As reasons we're going to be doing for such a very fastest way. This is the most dramatic actions as well to get away from these though. The top speed of it's only 200 miles an hour. Hit that ball for an insane time. that was gonna be doing for us just a little bit. Because anyways, if it's gonna be enough for this one, as we're doing for a little bit one staff, but for all, for field, looks like another one has been charged, that we're gonna be doing this a little bit shortly, until it's time to do what it's gonna be doing for taking for a clean lap, and joining this replay broadcast, as we're gonna be doing for uptime, and looks like we're gonna be doing something a little bit clean. I need to take it inside of control, and looks like in order to control a little bit good, but looks like it's gonna be taking around for inside. It's time to make things a little bit clean. And John is in the game in Winston Cup Series. Looks like that. As we're gonna be taking advantage to do this. One little bump for up here, and it's gonna be designated for this video for looks like it's absolutely gonna be one thing's a little bit wrong. But unfortunately, this is some kind of a little bit mistake. But looks like we take it up here for just a little bit, and a very good side, and alongside with other issues. As we're gonna be taking on this clean lap right over here, and somebody just absolutely joined the game himself, and we have finished one lap, and we just absolutely failed again. We'll spawn the number 85. This is absolutely pretty perfect to do this, like in Cars 1 in a Winston Cup Series. Looks like we're gonna be doing for some replay broadcast everything as well. As we look on to another staff like this before, as we're gonna be hitting throughout for this, before we're gonna be end of this video, looks like this is absolutely pretty good as well. Looks like we're heading down into this kind of a little bit of perfect like it seems. This is the scene that we just absolutely doing for some kind of for a Dynaco 400 as well, as we're hitting throughout for some kind of a strongest mission that we're going to be doing for Academy for Piston Cup, as the Winston Cup against one of ourselves. This is absolutely to do like this one, as we're blasting down into some kind of a little bit for one attain. As we're going to be doing for such as very good lap times, whatever it is, this is a very good racing for good NASCAR series. As the Winston Cup series, that was absolutely pretty good though. And another lap has been come into for another situation like this. As I'm not ready for that, we're going to be sure we're hitting drive for top speeds against 300 miles an hour. And that should be going to be really good as well. Until Winston Cup series for this time. And everybody will join the game and doing for our first battle for inside of this game. And maybe this is absolutely pretty it. Now let's turn off for this situation and let's head back into the pits, and it's time to end for this video. Looks like that is all about it, and it's got to be crazy serious about this one. As we're going to be doing for our first couple of maps, make sure this game is linked in the description below, that you should be able to end for this video, not for a very really long time for this. Looks like I jump out of the vehicle and not try to decelerate at all. So as always, thanks for watching, and make sure this game is linked in the description down below in the Winston Cup series by the year 2000. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to hit like and subscribe, and I'll see you guys for into our next video.